Founded in 1958 in Mobile, Alabama, Distinguished Young Women, formerly America's Junior Miss, is the largest and oldest national scholarship program for high school girls. It has provided life-changing experiences for more than 780,000 young women across the country and more than $118 million in cash scholarships at the local, state, and national levels. In addition to cash scholarships, Distinguished Young Women participants are also eligible for college-granted scholarships from almost 100 colleges and universities. Over $1 billion in college scholarship opportunities were provided last year, some of which included full tuition, room, and board to first-class institutions, and over $1.8 million in cash scholarships were awarded nationwide. Many participants leave the program with scholarships to help them with their college educations, but all of them walk away with new life skills to help them succeed in college and the workforce. Plus, they gain new friendships and increased self-confidence. Distinguished Young Women strives to give every young woman the opportunity to further her education and prepare for a successful future. You can read more about the program at its website, www.distinguishedYW.org. The evaluation process is the same at all levels of participation, from local to state to nationals. The participants are judged in 5 categories of achievement, 2 of which, scholastics and interview, are non-stage categories. It is this program's goal to honor young women who excel in these areas and to encourage continuing roles of leadership in their community and professional life, thereby providing positive role models for today's society. Scoring has already been tabulated in the scholastics area, which counts 25% of each participant's overall score. Each participant's academic record, GPA, and college entrance test scores were evaluated by a separate scholastics judge who has a background in evaluating high school transcripts. The other category of offstage judging is interview, which is worth 25%. Each participant had a 10-minute private interview with our judges. The judges base their scores on effective communication, mental alertness and composure, awareness of current events, and personality. With interview and scholastics already tabulated, that means that half of the judging has already been completed. The onstage portion of judging that you are going to see today counts for the remaining 50% of each participant's score. The task of selecting our new Distinguished Young Woman will not be an easy one. Our judges are all experienced volunteers who graciously gave of their personal time to evaluate the class digitally. Let's meet the people who have that responsibility, and please check out our digital program book online to read their full bios.
Lori Baxter is the chairperson for the Grant County Distinguished Young Woman program in Indiana. She became involved with the program when her daughter Kaylee was named the 2008 Grant County Junior Miss. Lori has a bachelor's and a master's in choral education from Ball State University, where she was a member of the Ball State University Singers for 4 years. Lori has directed show choirs in the public schools and continues to teach privately. She also taught art and music history for Indiana Wesleyan University in their adult studies program. Lori has been married to Joe for 42 years, and they have 2 grown daughters, Brittany and Kaylee. She and Joe are always on the road with their fifth wheel exploring America. They enjoy spending their winters as snowbirds in their fifth wheel, leaving Swester, Indiana for Rockledge, Florida. Nicole was the 2015 Maryland representative for Distinguished Young Women. She went on to attend the University of South Alabama on a full scholarship thanks to DYW, where she graduated with a degree in nursing. After falling in love with the Mobile area and working as a staff nurse for a few years, she is now a neonatal travel nurse. Pauline has volunteered as a trustee of the Advanced Math and Science Academy Charter School. Loretta Smith, a native of Canton, Georgia, began her involvement with the Distinguished Young Women program in 1997 after her daughter was selected as Cherokee County's Junior Miss. During the last 26 years, she has had a variety of roles with DYW, including Georgia State Executive Committee member, production team member, host family chairman, and state finance chairman. Loretta has judged many local and state programs and is thrilled to have met so many wonderful young ladies and dedicated volunteers. She enjoys serving on the national support team for the Nationals office. She has a bachelor's degree, 2 master's degrees, and a specialist degree in education. She received the Atlanta Braves Teacher of Excellence Award and is now retired after 32 years in public education. Loretta is very involved with her local church where she serves on several committees and has been a soloist and choir member for many years. She also enjoys singing in the 100 Voice Community Chorale. She has training in voice, piano, and guitar. She enjoys international travel with Al, her husband of 46 years, and spending time with her 2 children and 3 grandchildren. Kayla J. Williams is an artist from Albany, Georgia. A trained dancer and writer, Kayla is the Distinguished Young Woman of Leesburg, Georgia for the class of 2017. Throughout her high school years, Kayla trained weekly in ballet, modern, jazz, and other genres with Albany State University's dance program and local studio, Uptown Dance. She also had the incredible opportunity to train with Debbie Allen at a summer intensive in Atlanta. Kayla's introduction to the Distinguished Young Woman program came from her beloved school dance teacher and Georgia's 1984 Junior Miss, Dottie Davis. Kayla entered the program with a sole goal: reducing the upcoming cost of post-secondary education, unaware that she would soon be a part of an ever-growing program of loving, supporting, strong, and wise women. After an incredible year of representing Leesburg, it became strikingly clear that the Distinguished Young Woman program held a special place in her heart, and she wanted to remain active. Kayla began her collegiate career at the illustrious Howard University in Washington, D.C. as a finance major. Especially in the midst of getting to know her new surroundings, Kayla decided to find local Distinguished Young Woman family. She volunteered with the DC At-Large program for 2 years, serving as a mentor for the young ladies. Kayla has also contributed choreography for at-large programs across the country, which is featured on the National Field Director's YouTube channel. After a turn of wonderful events, Kayla is now based in Atlanta as a full-time student and dancer. She is studying journalism and English at Georgia State University and training at various studios in the city. During these unprecedented, challenging, and heartbreaking times, Kayla was extremely grateful for the opportunity to create movement and share moments with the lovely, distinguished young ladies of New York State's class of 2021. Emily Lloyd Herman was Bartow County's Junior Miss 2006 and second runner-up at Georgia's Junior Miss. She graduated from Oklahoma City University with a Bachelor of Arts in Theater Performance and was a scholarship rower on the women's varsity crew team, earning several NCAA medals. She has performed in various venues across the eastern United States as a contracted vocalist. Emily has been a volunteer with the Distinguished Young Women program for several years as the Florida Production Chair, Central Florida At-Large Chair, and Dallas At-Large Judges Chair, in addition to judging and mentoring. Emily spent 12 years as a Walt Disney World cast member where she was a production stage manager before she and her husband moved to Texas to pursue a new chapter in early 2020. She obtained her master's degree in corporate communication in 2014 from Austin Peay State University and was named Oklahoma City University's 30 Under 30 for 2017. Most notably, Emily was chosen as a semifinalist, top 10, for the Walt Disney World Ambassador Program for 2017 to 2018 and was selected as a Walt Disney Legacy Award recipient in 2019. She is currently a professor of speech and communication at Collin College in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
We are now ready for our first category performance, which is fitness. For the young women of today, the need for strength and stamina is greater than ever before. In fact, research has shown that fitness predicts greater educational and professional achievements later in life. During fitness, the judges look for physical well-being, coordination, stamina, and agility. Fitness accounts for 15% of the total score. It is now time for our next category, talent. As you may know, many of our program participants go on to successful careers in the performing arts, but that isn't our only goal in recognizing and rewarding talent. Participation in performing arts is actually linked to positive outcomes in school, emotional development, and family life. Each participant will perform for 90 seconds, and they are scored on originality, technical ability, appropriateness of selection and costume, as well as stage presence. This category counts for 20% of the total score. Sabrina is proud of her Chinese heritage and often performs music that reflects her pride in Chinese culture and history. Today she will perform the Butterfly Lovers Violin Concerto by Qin Yang and He Zhenhao, which is based on the story of two lovers, Liang Shanbo and Zhu Yingtai, separated by fate, finally embracing for eternity. During the COVID pandemic, Sabrina has organized anti-Asian hate events and has performed music that spreads a message of kindness, unity, and love without borders. New York participant number 1, Sabrina Guo. Victor Hugo's Les Miserables is considered to be one of the greatest novels of the 19th century, and the Broadway hit musical of the same name, later remade as a blockbuster movie, brought the tragic story of Jean Valjean to a whole new group of fans. Presenting On My Own is Emma Cook, participant number 2.
On my own, pretend that he's beside me. Alone, I walk with him toward me. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me. I love him, and every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him, I love him, but only on my own.
For Teresa, violin is one of her biggest creative outlets and a universal thread, allowing her to connect with others, taking her into another world of music filled with stories, emotions, and passion. Through the first concerto of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, Spring, Teresa hopes to share the freshness and beauty of springtime, taking the audience on a journey through a vibrant field of birds, a spring storm, and a lively spring dance. Participant number 3, Teresa Zhang. We are ready to see our participants back in our last category, self-expression. This category evaluates each participant's ability to clearly share her thoughts and opinions. The category accounts for 15% of the total score.
I wish I had participated in my high school's mock trial club. I have developed my public speaking skills through activism outside of school, working with elected officials like Senator Schumer on anti-hate policies and diversity in public school curricula. However, I believe that through mock trial, I would have gained more experience in formulating structured legal arguments. As an aspiring human rights lawyer, I hope to join pre-law groups and a mock trial team in college to further develop my voice to advocate for marginalized populations worldwide. Thank you.
From Friday night football games and homecoming pep rallies to varsity track meets and sectional baseball games, the students at Ticonderoga High School are united by sports events. During my time in high school, I chose to focus my time into the arts. I was very heavily involved in my school's drama club and music program. I also chose to focus my time into work as a certified nursing assistant. However, I wish that I chose to participate in sporting events because they are excellent outlets to build teams and become a great leader. I have chosen to participate in varsity golf this spring to provide myself with that experience. Thank you.
Realizing how complex yet crucial politics and activism are in moving our world forward, I wish I had been more politically involved during high school and learned how to bring upon change in our society more, whether by joining my school's Democracy Matters Club, attending more local protests, or listening to virtual panels of political figures. Aiming to become more educated and involved in college, I hope to become a better advocate and activist in areas I'm passionate about, which include more affordable healthcare and improved educational equity.
Distinguished Young Women is sponsored by the Barbara Barrington Jones Family Foundation, Mobile County, City of Mobile, Alabama Power Foundation, Gantt Travel Management, Shoe Station, the Coffeen Family, Regions Financial Corporation, Jostens, and Alabama Media Group. The 65th National Finals will take place in Mobile, Alabama on June 23rd, 24th, and 25th, 2022.